Hello and welcome back to Vaguely Adults. You got two of your favorite vaguely looking adults here. I'm one of your hosts, Sarana, and
I'm Shirley. Hello.
And it is the holiday season. If you could not tell, if you're watching a viewable podcast, check out our sweaters, our jumpers, if you will. You know, going all European on you there.
Okay. I mean, half of our audience, I feel like, is European.
All of our
audience is European except for Annie. Hey, Annie. Shout out.
And our few, North American-based folks. But, yeah, it's the holiday season. This is our Christmas episode, and by Christmas episode, I mean it's going to be out the week of Christmas. So Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, very Merry Kwanzaa, any other holidays that are in this month. Happy that. Mm-hmm. Merry December.
Merry December. I was going to say Merry Holidays, but yeah, Merry December.
Merry December. And very vague New Year. But, so no actual plan.
As always.
Yeah. Just wanted to have something to put out because we missed the last 2 weeks. Oops. That being said, what are your holiday traditions, holiday plans, anything of the liking?
So my favorite holiday tradition is fighting with my family.
Oh, classic. What's the holidays without a fight?
'Tis the season to be jolly. Fa la 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 la. No, in all realness, no, I'm being serious. But holiday tradition is it's kind of varied. Like over the years, the only thing that's remained stable. See how I just started 4 sentences and finished none of them. The only thing that has remained stable is
my sanity right there. Perfect example.
Gift opening at midnight. So
interesting. On Christmas Eve.
Yeah. So like Christmas Eve we gather around in the living room, and then at midnight, so right into Christmas Day is when we open gifts. And like it's been a thing since I was a kid. Usually we would go to sleep and get woken up or like just stay up.
Yeah.
And like pre-COVID, we would go out to dinner Christmas Eve to kind of like make the day go by.
Oh, not so silent judging.
I hated it. I don't like doing it, but no one wants
traditions. Traditions, yeah. There's a Valtteri Bottas meme that anyway, you won't get that reference. It's an F1.
But we tip heavily because it's Christmas Eve.
Valid, yeah.
I like to believe I'm a generous tipper. My dad is a stingy one. But
and you know we're both broke.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it's service workers deserve their tips because they don't get paid properly.
I feel like it's the reason we are generous tippers.
100%.
And so for the holidays, I tip on top of whatever my dad tips. So like it's a cute little like Christmas bonus. But we try not to be fussy or anything. And the last 2 years pre-COVID, we went to this Italian restaurant. Shout outs to whatever the name of the restaurant is. It's really good though. But it's also like kind of expensive. But we got the same waiter both Christmas Eves. And he's just super cool. You could just tell he loves his job, which
rare
is weird.
These days.
Yeah,
rare.
You could just tell he loves his job, and he's like really happy and like making jokes and all that stuff. So he got a cute tip. And then because of COVID, we weren't able to go out to eat last year. I don't even remember what we did. Oh, I think my dad came over and we ordered takeout and watched movies. And then at midnight, we gathered around and we like draw names to see who goes first. And so, like, if my sister's name is drawn first, she gets to open all her gifts first, and then we go around. And we draw numbers, not names. That's dumb.
Close enough.
Yeah. This year, it's going to be a little bit different, so we're not going to go out to eat. We didn't last year either, but we're not going to go out to eat. We're going to stay home. We planned on cooking, so my mom was going to make salmon for her and my dad, and then we were going to make plant-based lasagna.
Vegan lasagna.
Well, it wasn't vegan because it has dairy.
Oh. So it's not plant-based either?
The meat is.
Okay.
It's plant-based meat lasagna. I was going to make spinach artichoke dip. But last minute, and not last minute, I just mean my dad is bad at communicating. His family invited us over for Christmas. For, like, come eat dinner and, like, spend time with the family. I don't see my dad's side of the family a lot, and I hadn't seen them in years up until Halloween because they had like a Halloween get together because it was my uncle's birthday also. So we went. I was in a blonde wig, and they all thought it was my hair, and they were like, "Oh,
it was a really good wig though." It was a really good wig.
And they were like, oh my God, you dyed your hair. It looks so good. Like, I never thought you'd go blonde. And I was like, guys, it's
fake. You should have honestly just gone with it and like rolled with it for the whole night.
Yeah.
I would have loved that.
Yeah, no, they didn't believe it wasn't my hair until I came to see my grandma like a couple weeks later in my black and like pink hair. And she was like, okay.
So you're a truther.
So I guess you weren't lying. But we just bought a tree. Usually we're the people that buy the tree like right after Thanksgiving. But this year, I'm not a fan of Christmas. I'm pretty sure I said this in the last episode. I don't like Christmas trees. I don't like Christmas decorations. I'm not a fan of the holidays in general. But my sister is. She's big on the holidays. And so she was like, can we please get a tree? Can we please get a tree? We caved. We got a tree. We were going to get a plastic one, but we couldn't find, so that we could just reuse it. But we couldn't find any that were nice and inexpensive. We couldn't find any that were nice. And then the ugly ones were expensive. So yeah. We were just like, all right, a real tree this year it is. And the next year we'll look earlier instead of like a week and a half before Christmas. And
yeah, it's like around the corner. Like Christmas is next week.
It's next week. Yeah.
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 That's insane. That means I have to edit this and get this out on time. You
got this. I believe in you. But yeah, so I don't know if we're actually going to see my family or not, or my dad's side of the family. We might just stay home, but I did buy a fit. And by a fit, I mean a very, very glittery, sparkly black dress and a bright ass red belt.
Okay. I was like, where's the Christmas?
'Tis the season to be jolly.
Fa la 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 la.
Yeah.
On the topic of plans, I actually have some travel plans that, fingers crossed, are going to work out because I have no idea. I just have no idea. You know, COVID's still very much a real thing, and these, like, the new variant is going haywire, and, you know, had everyone just followed the rules in the beginning, we definitely wouldn't be here, but I'm very excited because I'm hopefully going to be seeing family for the first time in 2 years, and
unfortunately, the travel plans were canceled. No Canada this year, sad face.
It's kind of weird because I mentioned it before, but normally what Christmas is to me is warm. You know, like I normally go home for Christmas, go to Trinidad, and it's everyone in the family. But unfortunately, still not going to risk it because the situation in Trinidad is still not great, and I don't want to like put anyone at risk. So we're going to try to go to Canada.
But those lines to get tested are ridiculous. I sent you a picture.
Yeah.
And that picture was nothing compared to when I went to go get my coffee during my lunch break.
I know it's going to be insane. We're going to try to go either Sunday night, because we're driving, right? We're going to cross the border. Hopefully, like, we're going to try to do a night drive.
Into the morning?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we also have to try to hit that window of like 48 to 72 hours of a valid test result.
Yeah.
But we have no idea how long it's going to take to get the test results back, because sometimes it's either 24 hours
or 48.
Or a week.
Yeah, I got my test results 20 days later.
It's such a mess. So fingers crossed that everything goes all right, because there's no listings as far as I'm aware of needing a test if you're fully vaccinated.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like, it's just good to have the test as a safety.
Yeah, precaution.
Just in case. But I'm excited. It's going to be cold. Canada's going to be apparently very, very cold.
You said warmth and the universe said snow?
Yeah. But I got an early Christmas gift. My parents got me new Timberlands boots, because the last pair
that she had to specify.
Yeah, the last pair that I got was like in middle school, and I still wear the same pair.
I mean, I got you a Christmas gift before they did, but whatever.
Okay, no, that's fair.
Go off.
Yeah. Christmas, birthday, everything. Which part of it is showcased in the background. If you're watching the viewable version, I super, super love it. It's a nice little homage to, you know, what I dream to do in the long run. But yeah, I think this holiday is another one of those strange seasons, because people aren't really going to be able to do what they traditionally would do. Mm-hmm. Or some people are just going to risk it and do what they traditionally do, and they shouldn't, but yeah.
Yeah, no, the lines, I don't know if any of you know what Barclays Center, that area looks like, but it's a really long block. There's 2 COVID testing booths, and the line is the entire block.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And one of the testing booths, usually you scan a barcode, you fill out the online form, and then they give you like another barcode and you show it to them. They scan it and print the label to then give to the other people who do your test.
Yeah.
I guess their system is down.
Love that for them.
So they were handing out physical papers to fill out, first name, email, phone number, and then everyone, there was literally a girl full squatted on the floor, sitting on the floor filling out her paper. And I was like, that's disgusting. This is a city floor. People spit and do worse things.
Plus COVID.
Yeah, I mean, I guess there's that too.
You have like everything stacked against you if you're sitting on a New York City floor.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
But it's bizarro.
We're gonna not have this as a COVID rant again. You've seen that. You've also seen the super cuts of our rants. But pivoting to the more cheery, jolly side of things, for the holidays, I know you're not really that into it, but Christmas movies, oh man.
I hate them.
The Home Alones?
I hate
classic.
them.
The Home Alones are so classic, which I don't know if I've shared the story on the podcast before, but story time, the time where I accidentally worked with Macaulay Culkin's brother.
That's gonna be the title of this episode.
Yeah, 100%.
Forgo the Christmas holiday stuff. Just be like, story time. The time I was so close to a Culkin. Like,
I worked with the Culkins?
Yeah.
Question mark. But yeah, it was so strange. It was definitely one of those moments in my life where I was like, what is happening? But that happened after the fact because I did not know when I was on set with them.
even though they all look the same, all three brothers look exactly the same.
But I need you to know I was in a headspace where I was freelancing, doing these PA things for the first time, and it was completely new to me. I had a contact from a contact who set me up with their contact, and the second contact was going to meet up later on. So I just trusted a bunch of people, and I met them at a bar in the middle of
That's the story
nowhere.
of your life. I just trusted random people and just showed up.
Yeah, it was strange to say the least. It was a very cold bar, despite it being, I want to say, late spring. It was definitely supposed to be warm outside, but the inside of the bar was cold because it was like a really old wooden... But anyways, it was a cool set. I will link the music video down below if you want to go check it out. I have credits in that music video.
Nice.
So, super sick. But yeah, I fully showed up on set, just kind of vibing, knew absolutely no one, because the contact was like, oh, I'll meet you there later on. Like, this is what I look like, by the way. Knew no one. I had no idea who was who. I just got names and contacts to text to be like, hey, I'm here.
Okay.
Let me into the bar. So I go in, I sit down, like on this little couch area because they cleared out the whole backside of the bar and set up like a little stage so that if you look at the music video, you'll see what I mean. So offside, where you don't see in the music video, is where the seating area was. And these people just start coming in, and I'm like, oh, hey, cool, hi, I'm Sarana, contact from this person, blah, blah, blah. Super nice to meet you. I'm new to this whole thing. Just happy to be here. Sort of vibe. Yeah. And then this guy comes in and just kind of positions himself near where I was sitting. So I try to make small talk.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, so how's it going? He's like, yeah, good. You? Like, yeah, sick. So how long you've been doing this thing, huh? And he was like, a while, I guess. And I feel like that's a moment where it should have clicked in my head, because I'm sure he was having the time of his life. Like, I know a lot of people recognize this dude. Like, I'm sure
100% when you first were like, hey, how are you? He was just like, oh, okay. Like, I'm about to get the like, oh my God, you're so-and-so. And when you said,
so
you've been doing this a long time? He's just like, oh.
Okay.
You're that girl.
Yeah. I had no idea. Like, I just knew that he came in to do lighting support, and that's as far as I knew. So I was trying my best to make contacts and, like, network, right? Go through the whole set, whole shoot. It was a good time. It was very, very cool, because I was also supporting lighting and the cinematographer himself, because we shot it on Super 16. It was, like, a really vintage, film camera. It was a lot of fun. It was really, really fun. And I come back because I was staying here at the time. It was easier to... I was dog sitting? Yes, I was dog sitting. It's a really long-winded story to tell you that I came home and then later Googled the contact that the contact gave me and was like, oh, that was the wife of Rory Culkin? That name looks... McCulkin? Sorry. McCulkin? Culkin?
Isn't McCulkin? No, it's Culkin.
It's Culkin.
What's the brother's name from
Macaulay
Culkin? Macaulay Culkin. Okay.
That's
what I was like.
Doubting myself here.
I was like, wait, that sounds extra.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, so I was supporting the wife of Rory Culkin, who's brother of Macaulay Culkin, who's married to Brenda Song. You're telling me
Which blows my mind.
You're telling me I'm 4 degrees removed from Brenda Song, Miss London Tipton?
You're 3 degrees removed from Brenda Song. Which means you're like 4 degrees removed from the Sprouse brothers.
Dude, when I fully had a breakdown when I Googled that and was like, what did I just experience? And I stood there and asked this dude, so you've been doing this a long time?
It's fine. It's fine. I sell glasses to celebrities all the time without realizing they're celebrities until they leave. And my coworkers are like, do you know who you were helping? And I'm like, some annoying dude. Like, man, that dude is annoying. And they're like, no, he's like a super famous actor. And I'm like, oh.
Yeah, 666. I just blew my shot. Yeah. Oh, man.
Or like, oh, so I half flirted with this man who was a celebrity.
Yeah.
666.
Love that.
Had no idea who he was.
Yeah. It blew my mind because, like, I grew up on Disney Channel.
Yeah.
Like, I watched all those shows. Like, That's a Raven, Sweet Life, Hannah Montana, etc., etc. And that rabbit hole that I fell down and was, like, 3 degrees removed from Brenda Song. The Brenda Song. Miss London Tipton herself. Yeah, it was a big moment. That aside, I also then plummeted into oh my god, that's my favorite Christmas movie of all time, and I met his brother.
I'm 1 degree removed from... I was 1 degree removed from Hilary Duff.
It's crazy. Living in the city is crazy.
I helped her personal assistant buy a pair of glasses, and she wouldn't tell me exactly who she worked for. She was like, it's not, like...
Yeah.
Savory or whatever. But she gave me enough hints that I was able to pull it together. She wanted me to know, but she didn't want to say it. She was like, oh, she just launched so-and-so on so-and-so website. So when I look up the website, like, obviously you see who it is. And so she was like, yeah. And we, like, joked about me working with her, right? But, like, at first it was a joke because before I looked up who she was working for. And then when she left, I looked it up and I was like,
oh, sick.
Personal assistant.
Sick. Like, do you need a personal assistant, right. Miss Personal Assistant?
I will bring you coffee.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, I know that people dream of living in the city because of all of that, like, ooh-ah, shiny, sparkly. But the way that, like, people are just friends with people who happen to be worldwide stars.
But also just become so normal.
Yeah, dude, this guy, like, we all were just having, we were all having beers. I was of legal age. Yeah.
Important stuff.
Very important. Dude, I have no concept of time anymore. Like, it's completely shot. I've given up entirely. But yeah, the whole shoot, like, it was at a bar.
Yeah.
So the guy was like, yeah, tabs open, go wild. Great time. But we got it done, and it was just like, damn. Because I asked a friend if they knew anyone, and they knew a guy who knew a guy.
Yeah.
And I'd shot a music video with Macaulay Culkin's brother, Rory Culkin. And his wife.
Yeah. Just the seasons. You never know who you're going to meet.
You honestly never know. And you should always just, like, if you see an opportunity that might take you somewhere far, even if it's questionable, but safe. Questionable, but safe. Know your boundaries, you know? Go for it.
It doesn't have to be safe, just within your boundaries.
We practice safe yeses.
I practice within your boundaries, safe or not.
The ideology is there. Anyway, that being said, we really hope you have a wonderful holiday season. Whatever you celebrate, hope you're safe, hope you're having a good time with your friends, family, your chosen family, whatever. But as always...
Your noodles.
Your noodles, your pasta, your
hot dogs, your coffees, your matchas, whatever it is.
Your Grinchification of the season, whatever it may be. Thank you for listening for as many episodes as you listen to, or if this is your first episode, welcome. Lovely to have you. As always, stay safe, get vaccinated if you can. Have a lovely season, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Goodbye.